question is, for what value of k the equation 9x square plus kx plus 1 equal to 0 will have equal roots. Now this is a quadratic equation, and we know the general form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And the condition for equal roots is b square minus 4ac, that is the discriminant value must be equal to 0. So if we compare 9x square plus kx plus 1 equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c, we obtain a as 9, value of b would be k, and the value of c would be 1. So using this condition, b square minus 4ac equal to 0, we obtain k square minus 4 into 9 into 1 is equal to 0. So k square minus 36 is equal to 0. Simplifying further, we get k square equals 36. So the required value of k is plus or minus 6. So this is how you obtain the value of k. And the question is, obtain the roots of the equation 3 raised to x plus 2 plus 3 raised to minus x equal to 10. Now in order to simplify this further, we use laws of indices. So let us consider the equation 3 raised to x plus 2 plus 3 raised to minus x is equal to 10. Now we use the laws of indices in the next step. So this could be written as 3 raised to x into 3 raised to 2, that is 3 square, plus this could be written as 1 upon 3 raised to x is equal to 10. Now 3 square is 9, so this becomes 9 times 3 raised to x plus 1 upon 3 raised to x is equal to 10. Now to proceed further, we make a small substitution. So we substitute, or we put 3 raised to x equal to a, and we get 9a plus 1 upon a is equal to 10. Now we equalize, so we get 9a square plus 1 upon a is equal to 10. Now we multiply a on the right hand side and we get 9a square plus 1 is equal to 10a. We just rearrange the terms and we get the quadratic equation 9a square minus 10a plus 1 is equal to 0. Now splitting the middle term, we obtain the factors minus 9 and minus 1. So we get 9a square minus 9a minus a plus 1 is equal to 0. Now taking 9a common from the first and second terms, we get 9a into a minus 1. Now in the third and fourth term, we take minus 1 as a common factor. So we have a minus 1 within brackets is equal to 0. Now if you observe, a minus 1 is the common term. So the first factor would be a minus 1. The second factor would be 9a minus 1. That is equal to 0. So therefore we have a minus 1 equal to 0, or 9a minus 1 is equal to 0. So we get the value for a as 1, or 9a is equal to 1. So we could say a is equal to 1 by 9. But what is a? A is 3 raised to x. So therefore we could say 3 raised to x is equal to 1. So 3 raised to x is equal to, now 1 could be written as 3 raised to 0. Again indices. A raised to 0 is 1. So from here you get the first value of x, that is 0. So therefore x is equal to 0. Now from here we get the second value of x. So replacing a by 3 raised to x, this could be written as 1 by 3 square. Further we could write this as 3 raised to x equal to 3 raised to minus 2. Now the bases are equal, so we equate the powers. So here we get the second value of x, which is minus 2. So the answers for x are x is 0 or x is equal to minus 2. Here we have to solve the equation x upon 0.5 minus 1 upon 0.05 plus x upon 0.005 minus 1 upon 0.0005 equal to 0. So let us see how we solve this. Now the first step would be to eliminate the decimals, right? We convert the decimal into the fraction form. So 0.5 could be written as 5 upon 10 minus 1 upon 0.05 could be written as 5 upon 100 plus x upon 0.005 could be written as 5 upon 1000 minus 1 upon 0.0005 could be written as 5 upon 10,000 is equal to 0. Now we transfer these numerators in the these denominators in the numerator. So this 10 goes up, so it becomes 10x upon 5 minus, again this 100 goes up in the numerator, so it becomes 100 upon 5 plus 1000 in the numerator, so we have 1000x upon 5 minus the 10,000 term goes up, so 10,000 upon 5 is equal to 0. So what we have here is 10x minus 100 plus 1000x minus 10,000 divided by 5 is equal to 0. We multiply this 5 on the right hand side, and in the numerator 1000x plus 10, so that becomes 1010x minus, so we have minus 10,000 minus 100, so we have 10 and then the 100, so 100 is equal to 0. Now we take this term on the right hand side, so we have 1010x is equal to 10100. So therefore the value for x is 10100 divided by 1010. Now if we cancel this, alright, so this is 1s and this is 10s. So the value for x is equal to 10. So this is how you solve this question.